Okay, now. You're watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. Well, the race for the first GOP debate is on, and Trump is in the lead. Yep, he heads the pack. And also, there's 16 candidates on the Republican side now. Okay. And Planned Parenthood is in trouble because of some videos that have surfaced of Planned Parenthood executives discussing the sale of dead infant baby body parts, which is illegal. Those videos have led to a vote in the Senate for defunding of Planned Parenthood. And Obama touts the EPA climate change policy, which is ridiculous. DNC chairwoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz struggles with the one question, the socialist question. Yep. And Political Point Magazine has a message for the Black Lives Matter crowd. We will talk about all this and more when we take it to the phones with you, the viewers. Okay. And now, tonight is I am your host, William Mitro. Okay. All right. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Political Point Magazine. I am your humble host, William Mitro, and tonight there's lots on the plate for tonight as the political candidates gear up for the presidential race. Okay, and as we see here that Trump is definitely in the lead. Okay, and the latest polls have Trump have Trump in the lead by double digits. Okay, ahead of Jeb Bush and ahead of Scott Walker. Okay, now mind you that the first presidential debate is on Thursday at 9 p.m. and there's also a GOP event at 5 too. So be sure to catch all of those in all of our in the midst of what we are talking about here. But anyhow, the race for the GOP comes in, and so I would support any of the Republican candidates, not just Donald Trump. And the thing is, okay, as Trump surges in the polls, he is creating a lot of fuss and outrage. Well, and I'm gonna submit my questions to this forum, because I really am interested in the way things are shaping up, because as I feel, as the race comes up, we have the latest, and this is in a Fox News poll. Okay, but Trump is in the lead. Okay, and the latest polls have Donald Trump ahead, 26 points. Okay, 26 points, and 26 percentage points above Jeb Bush in second at 15%, and Scott Walker at 9%, and Carson at 7%, and Cruz is at 6%. Okay, now, and then in lower single digits they have Huckabee at 6%, Rubio and Paul are tied at 5%, and Christie and Kasich is are tied at 3%. Okay, and then rounding off the last of the bunch. I believe they have Carly Fiorina in there at 2%, tied with Santorum, and Rick Perry and Jindal are tied at 1%, and the others, Pataki and Graham, Pataki and Graham are and Gilmore, who just came into the race, are below 1%. Okay, so, but now with Trump ahead in the polls here. Now Trump hasn't debated politically in a political forum, and this is what Trump had to say about his lack of experience. Okay.
Political pros.
Every night they go in a debate with somebody. I haven't done that, but I think I'll do fine, and I look forward to it, actually.
He slammed.
Yeah. So he looks forward to the debate. I'm looking forward to the debates as well. Okay. Now, but anyhow, okay. So we get into now the political shaping. Okay. Now there's going to be a forum. There's also, in fact, today there's another forum. There's another forum with GOP candidates today that is on C-SPAN, and but Jeb Bush and Carly Fiorina and Rubio all are weighing in on this. So check it out.
Rubio, Ted Cruz.
Yep, and Ted Cruz and yeah, but
goes out here
ahead of Thursday's Fox.
Okay, yeah, but anyhow, that's what we have here. Okay, and it is quite interesting the way things are shaping up to be. Now, any of the GOP candidates are better than Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, O'Malley, and whatnot. It's just the Democrats are just so out of touch. Okay, they are so out of touch in their policies. Okay, and to the extent of what has actually worked in the past. Now, I have this whole big thing here. Okay, the Republicans have the better policies, and I am trying to stress that to everybody. Okay, now we know that that cutting taxes works to grow the economy and improve your bottom line, right? And it creates jobs. And I'm not ready for phone calls yet. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I'm not ready for phone calls yet. Okay? The phone calling segment is in the middle of the show. All right, I haven't even gotten my whole commentary out yet. All right, so hold off on the calls until the middle of the program when I indicate the call-in segment. Okay? Anyhow, but the presidential debate is on. The first presidential debate, they are taking the top 10 candidates. Trump is one of them, and the last I checked, the Carly Fiorina, Ben Carson, it are in there too, and you can submit your questions to them. It's hosted by Fox News. Okay, you can submit their your questions to them on Facebook. Okay, and on Facebook you can submit on their Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Fox News. Okay, and so, but anyhow, with the whole presidential field coming into play here, all right, we see that the Republican Party is actually more diverse than the Democrat Party. Okay, and I'm getting feedback on this mic here. Anyhow, but now, as things have come to play here, all right, I want to get into some things that have come up in the political field here. All right, but anyhow, you remember the organization Planned Parenthood? Well, guess what, my friends? They're in a little bit of trouble. Actually, wait. Before I get to that, you have to see this. Okay, the Democratic chairman. Okay, the Democratic chairman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Oh, she struggles. She is struggling with the socialist question. Okay. Now, as you know, the Democrats are running a socialist in Bernie Sanders. Okay, and over the weekend, Debbie Wasserman Schultz struggled with the one question. Okay, the one question that on two different talk shows, all right, and now it's and you just have to see this. This is just now it's just amazing. Okay, but she goes on the talk shows here, all right, and she struggles with the socialist question, all right, which now I okay, and so I definitely want to get into that because now she it's but she went on the weekend talk shows, the weekend news shows, okay, and it just befuddled me the way she fumbled with the question here. I mean, it's and the way she answered the question. Okay, now I'm going to show you this because this is very, very critical. Okay, to the way Democrats think. All right, now the Democratic Party is not looking out for you. All right, and now it's coming to mind here. All right, but as things come to play here, okay. Now Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Every time I see this woman, I think very unintelligent because she doesn't have she doesn't have the right movement and motivation in everything that she has been in. I mean, it's just ridiculous that we have her as chairwoman of the DNC. Okay, now think about this. Okay, now with what's been going on. Okay, now she goes on all of the she goes on the TV news talk shows there, and now and mind you, this is a woman that I can't. It just behooves me that she gets into these kind of things. Okay, now there's a lot of talk on the left about what's the difference between the Democrats and a Democrat and a socialist. Okay, now and that's the question that Debbie Wasserman Schultz has was asked. Okay, what's the difference between a Democrat and a socialist? Okay, now and okay, because you see on the Democratic side, Hillary tends to be the front runner, but she's falling into problems with the scandals and everything. And then there's also talk about somebody might come into the fray, like Vice President Joe Biden. Okay, yeah. But anyhow, I want to get into Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Okay, and take a listen to this. Okay, because this she struggles with the question. Okay.
Tongue-tied in two interviews.
Yep. She struggles with the question.
Between a Democrat and a socialist. I used to think there was a big difference. What do you think it is?
The difference between
a Democrat like Hillary Clinton and a socialist like Bernie Sanders.
What's the difference between being a Democrat and being a Republican?
Well,
Can you explain the difference?
The important distinction that I think we're going to be discussing, I'm confident we'll be discussing in this campaign, is the difference between Democrats and Republicans.
What's the difference between a Democrat and a socialist? Now, there is no difference. Okay? Because if you look at the Democrat policies, okay, they are very liberal, very far left socialist policies. Okay? Now, Bernie Sanders is the devout socialist of the campaign and the Democrats there. Okay? But the policies that he's touting are the exact same policies that the whole Democratic Party is touting, and it's the policies that Barack Obama is touting. You know, high taxes. You know, and single payer health care. Whatever. You know, it's the exact same policies that failed in the 1930s and the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. You know, the New Deal order. Okay? These are the policies that failed. Okay? And you know why? And you know why they failed? Hey, the Democratic policies that failed of the New Deal order. Okay? High taxes, you know, taxing, income redistribution, you know, and supposed anti-poverty and affirmative action legislation. You know, it was the Democrats alienated the blacks and minorities, you know, and their income redistribution did nothing to support or help the problem of income inequality. Okay, it actually made the poor poorer, and the rich continued to be rich. You know, it didn't work. Okay, and as a result, there were more poor people, more people living in poverty. They didn't fix the problem of poverty, and they didn't fix the problem of racial injustice. All right. In fact, they encouraged the spread of it. Okay, and you know, I'm not ready for the calls yet. Okay, hold off on the calls just yet. Okay, I'm not done with my commentary. Okay. The call-in segment is in the middle of the show, okay? So you have to wait for all of my commentary, all right? So hold on just a moment now. So now, which reminds me now, okay? The Democrats. There is no difference between a Democrat and a socialist, okay? The Democrats are the socialists, and the socialists' policies have failed. Okay. In fact, you know, it's the very same policies that have failed in Greece. Okay. Barack Obama is leading us to a path towards Greece. Okay. Now, and it's not working. Okay. And so, as a result, here's another policy. Here's another policy that Barack Obama is touting. Okay. And you know, it's just ridiculous, okay? He is touting climate change, okay? Climate change policies, okay? Climate change policies. Get this, okay? Here is a little bit of what Barack Obama
is setting the first ever nationwide standards to end the limitless dumping of carbon pollution from power plants.
The White House said...
No. Okay. Now, okay, according to the White House policies now, okay, now, this is, now, and Obama didn't get the message, really, okay, because climate change climate change is just the weather, okay? Climate change is just the weather. It's supposed to change. Global warming is a hoax, all right? But according to the EPA, you know, they're reducing power plant emissions by 32% from 2005. Okay, and and then they're reducing pollutants that could have been harmful to the planet. Yeah, whatever. Okay, and then they're creating. They say that they're creating jobs. Yeah, like solar and wind. You know, whatever. You know, their flaw is that the wind doesn't always blow. Okay, and the sun doesn't always shine. So solar and wind is just not going to cut it. Okay. Now, we need to approve the Keystone Pipeline. All right. Oh, and by the way, Obama's own State Department and EPA did studies on the Keystone Pipeline. Right, and they even said that the Keystone Pipeline will have no harmful environmental impact. So he should approve the Keystone Pipeline and get that going. Okay, but no, he vetoed it. You know, it's so stupid. All right. So when we get a Republican president, okay, we will have the Keystone Pipeline. Okay, but anyhow, with these regulations, okay, it's actually costing as it's actually costing the Obama administration the
The administration is now trying to impose these deeply regressive regulations that may be illegal, that won't meaningfully impact the global environment.
And industry.
Yep, exactly. They're actually, these regulations that he is imposing are actually illegal. And they're very costly to us. All right, so it's not a good policy. All right, and so thus, we have the Democrats, the socialists, okay, more like the Marxists, I would say, but the socialist Democrats are just so out of touch, and they're putting in policies that are very, very damaging, very, very damaging to the United States and our bottom line, and it's not giving us respect around the world. Okay, and so my friends, okay, I do want to stress something very, very important here. All right, now there is something that has come up. All right, and with all of these things that are coming into play, I want to speak about Planned Parenthood, okay, or should I say Planned Abortionhood. Okay, now I have always said that Planned Parenthood is a very racist organization, all right, and even the founder of Planned Parenthood said that she used Planned Parenthood as a tool to abort black babies, okay, and destroy the black family, okay. Nonetheless, and with all of this, my friends, we see things that have been coming into play here, all right, and so Planned Parenthood is now in trouble, okay, because there have been videos that have surfaced, okay, and this is from the organization, okay, now with all of this coming into play now, Planned Parenthood Planned Parenthood has had these videos, right? Okay, and that have surfaced from a pro-life group, okay, of Planned Parenthood execs and CEOs discussing the sale of dead infant body parts. Yeah. And my friends, it's not pretty. I mean, there have been 3 videos that have popped up, okay, and the third one is very, very graphic and very, very indecent. All right, but I do want to get into that as well, okay, because it kind of goes to this point here, because I do want to show those clips here, because Planned Parenthood is in a little bit of trouble. Okay, now this one, okay, now this video that I'm going to show you, okay, has okay, now this was after the first video, though. Planned Parenthood tried to come out and say that they did nothing wrong.
Allegation that Planned Parenthood profits in any way from tissue donation is not true. Our donation programs, like any other high-quality healthcare providers, follows all laws and ethical guidelines.
what the second video popped up after that, and this is of people discussing the sale of dead infant baby body parts. Right.
What would you expect for intact tissue? What sort of compensation? What sort of...
Well, why don't you start by telling me what you're used to paying?
Okay. I don't think so. I would like to know what would make you happy. What would work for you?
Well, you know, in negotiations, the person who throws out the figure first is at a loss, right? So.
No, I don't look at it that way. I know you want to play that game. I get it, but no, I want.
Global.
Now, now, obviously they're discussing now. There was a further video, okay, and I want to get into this because now the Planned Parenthood, there was now in that video that woman discussed that she wanted enough money so from the sale so she could purchase a luxury car, a Lamborghini, you know, and that is reprehensible. It's not okay. But now let me show the full video, okay, because I want to get into that. Now the first video, but the first video was graphic, and now the second video is just horrible, okay, and now but then there was this third video. Okay, now I want to get let me play the full second video.
Okay, so I'd like what would you expect for intact tissue? What sort of compensation? What sort of...
Well, why don't you start by telling me what you're used to paying?
Okay, I don't think so. I would like to know what would make you happy. What would work for you?
Well, you know, in negotiations, the person who throws out the figure first is at a loss, right? It's complicated by the fact that our volume is so low, too. I mean, are you looking at 8 and 9 week specimens or only second trimester specimens?
You know, 10 to 12 week, you know, end of the first trimester. If those are pretty intact specimens, then that's something we can work with.
So that's an interesting concept. Let me explain to you a little bit of a problem, which may not be a big problem. If our usual technique is suction at 10 to 12 weeks, and we switch to using an iPass or something with less suction in order to increase the odds that will come out as an intact specimen, then we're kind of violating the protocol that says to the patient, we're not doing anything different in our care of you. And to me, that's a kind of a specious little argument, and I wouldn't object to asking Ian, who's our surgeon that does the cases, to use an iPass at that gestational age in order to increase the odds that he was going to get an intact specimen. But I do need to throw it out there as a concern, because the patient is signing something and we're signing something saying we're not changing anything in the way we're managing you just because you agreed to give tissue. Heard of that before.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think the patients would care one iota, so I'm not making a fuss about that. Then if you want to pursue this mutually, I'll mention this to Ian in terms of how he feels about using a less crunchy technique to get more whole specimens. It's been years since I've talked about compensation, so let me just figure out what others are getting, and if this is in the ballpark, then that's fine. If it's still low, then we can talk about it. I want a Lamborghini. I said I want a Lamborghini.
Don't we all, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, discussing the sale of selling baby body parts for profit is illegal, all right, and you know, I've always said abortion is murder, All right. We need to ban abortion, and we need to cut the funding to Planned Parenthood. All right. Now, luckily, just recently, now that the Senate has voted to defund Planned Parenthood, and their donors. Okay. Now their donors now, all right, have their donors have stopped even funding them, contributing to them, and there's many people that weren't on their list that have stopped funding them. All right, but anyhow, with that, I will take this call. Okay, hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
I want to say that was pretty awesome that you sent Planned Parenthood, considering a Republican, Constant Cook, had an offering on it. Will, it's not only Planned Parenthood, it's people that are paid by Medicaid, Medicare, government insurance.
No. Planned Parenthood is the
provider
of Planned Parenthood is the provider of abortions. Okay? Abortion is murder. Okay? They are on record now as selling these dead baby body parts now.
It's all out of the taxpayers' expense, and
yes,
they pay
it's all.
for it.
It needs to be defunded. We need to cut the funding, and the Senate, thankfully, has voted to defund Planned Parenthood. There are other medical organizations that people can go to. You don't need Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is an abomination. We need to cut the funding to Planned Parenthood.
The insurance.
Cut the funding. No. We don't need our hard-earned tax dollars going to this murderous, racist organization.
They're taking it.
Nope.
They're taking it
We're gonna defund.
Women had no rights until 1975.
No. It's not. It's not. It's not. No. It's you need to be pro-life. Okay.
If you go pro-life in
all lives matter. All lives matter.
Of an abortion.
Okay. All lives matter.
All the women are
ban abortion. Okay? Now, you know what abortion does? Abortion objectifies women, and that is not good. Okay?
Here's the problem, Will.
Abortion is murder. Okay? You're killing life.
Here's the problem.
You're killing life. Life begins at conception. All right?
Okay.
Abortion is murder.
The first week or 2 weeks, you take the pill after if you want.
No, Will. No. We need to ban abortion. There are plenty of other medical facilities that women can go to that don't enforce them that don't force them to get an abortion. Okay? This is not about reproductive rights. Okay? This is not about reproductive rights.
Leave it at the fucking St. Anthony's.
Nope. Goodbye. No swearing on this network. Okay? All right. No. This is about the sale of dead baby body parts, which is illegal. All right. And Planned Parenthood is in trouble. All right. We need to cut the funding. They are just too ridiculous. It's not working. All right. Hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
I do want to say against the other stuff that you said tonight, against You said global environment, correct?
Global warming is a hoax. Climate change is just the weather.
Okay. They
It's
were
supposed
teaching
to
us in
change.
8th grade that the glaciers were going to melt.
No, not at all. Not at all. They're not melting at all. The polar bears are alive and well.
Okay.
Global warming has been debunked.
Well,
okay.
I wanna
There
look
is
at
no
every
such
single
thing as
candidate
global
got
warming.
on the
Climate
Republican
change
side.
is just the weather.
I want to look at Rick Lamstrom. He took a machine gun out back to his house with his daughter. So you approve of machine gun shooting with all these mass murders?
No, I believe in the Second Amendment.
You approve of Medicaid, Medicare spending as the second most amount out of the food chain that taxes went towards?
No, I believe in reforming Social Security and Medicare.
Listen to me. Do you watch television and hear including vitality on these medications?
No.
Well, half the people after laboring get stuck with Medicaid and Medicare and then get into this rut which they profit gain while state and county representative, doctors, public officials make money off it, okay? While they profit gain, they try and get you into this Medicaid and Medicare Association and then profit gain, and nobody knows who the meds are. And then the federal can't shut it down. The president can't shut down the Drug Enforcement Agency, the American Chemical Society, because the PR...
I don't trust half the stuff doctors prescribe.
Of the PR involvement, the press relation involvement. So they can not confirm or deny or plead the Fifth Amendment at most usage across 60 seconds with people dead. Can you name all these meds that are going across the television today? Every time you watch TV, you're hearing a drug ad. You're hearing a medication drug ad, including Vitality. Ask your doctor. Now look at your next door neighbor, Will. It's all around the world. Okay?
No.
And the most
you're rambling. You're way off topic.
The most profit gain is the Medicaid and Medicare, and they're paying it forward. And there's no cost standardized pricing.
Those services are going bankrupt because the welfare state is too overblown.
Okay? Little Debbie chocolate candy bars are still at $1.79. Fireballs are still at 25 cents. They market and gain big time. Okay? So until you set this monetary system, you take all the dope away that's being forced upon the people, whether they like it or not, including Vitality. Okay? So if you die, if I'm a doctor and I prescribe a med to you, Will, and you die, your family gets $250. And good luck being cloned.
No.
I don't understand any of this policy, how the government's outraged on the taxpayers' income. Okay? It is about the taxpayers' income solely on what you and I are paying.
I am not going to fund
so I'm looking
murder
at your Republican
anymore.
Society, and they're taking away beyond taxpayers. They're taking away the FICA compensation.
Listen. I gotta get to other
Democrats are just going to sit there like Hillary at 125 million.
All right, thank you for your call. Yes, thank you. Okay, we got to get to other callers. Okay, now, but anyhow, okay, we're running out of time, so I would appreciate it. I would appreciate your thoughts on everything here. Okay. Now, so 2720319 is the number, okay, and as the world turns, okay, we do have things that are popping up. Now, I do not want to fund. I don't want my tax dollars going towards an organization that funds abortion. Okay, now. Hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
I don't want to pay the tax dollars elsewhere. I don't want to pay anything about my personal income. But is that snubbing somebody else? No, it's not.
I'm not gonna fund abortions no more.
So when you pay the freight out of your paycheck forward, and you have presidential officials that aren't Chinese, they're not immigrants, they're not black, they're not Ethiopian.
You're rambling.
They're not homosexuals.
You're rambling.
And you're just paying a bigotry system.
No, not at all.
You're paying. Why are we paying a deficit for somebody else to?
We have a socialist president that is wasting our money.
Because to a deficit is
we have a socialist president that is wasting our money.
Well, what are we getting? We're getting denied after paying.
We have a socialist president that is wasting our money.
If you want to be a public official, you go right ahead, okay? President, county.
If you want to make a difference, run for public office, okay? Thank you for your call. Okay. Now, here we go again. Okay. Now. All right. So, you know what? I'm just going to bring it down, okay? Now, okay, I have a message for the Black Lives Matter crowd, okay? Now, the Black Lives Matter crowd, okay. Now, before we talked about this, okay, now, hello, you're on the air, what's on your political mind?
What are we going to send in as political or Democrats for foreign relationships as foreign global gains for the economy?
No. Look. Okay, I got to get moving along here, okay? As a matter of fact, this down, okay? I'm going to bring this down to my last words for the night, okay? Because I have a message for the Black Lives Matter crowd. Okay? Now.
I want to know why they can't include the globe, such as yourself and myself too.
No. Okay, whatever. Anyhow, now, last words for the night. I have a message for the Black Lives Matter crowd. Okay. Now, before the Black Lives Matter crowd. Now, these people have come out in protest of every time a black person comes out and or a black person has died from getting shot. But however, the problem with the Black Lives Matter crowd is the false narrative. Okay, now they want everybody to say, say that Black Lives Matter as opposed to all lives matter. All right. Now, my message they booed Martin O'Malley at a forum when he said all lives matter. He said Black Lives Matter, white lives matter, all lives matter. Okay, and so with that, Now with that, he said, but I have a message for the Black Lives Matter crowd. Okay, what do you want?
I do want to say that in 1908, the World's Fair, they not only had the blacks for human exhibition, they had Indians, they had the whole world because of a guy named Knotts and another scientist named Frederick Hoffman, that white man has the bigger brain than everyone.
No. Okay, listen. Okay, now let's. Okay, now this is my message to the Black Lives Matter crowd. Okay, now all lives matter. Okay, now just recently, the head of the founder of the Black Lives Matter organization has has come out and said this. Okay.
And trust and believe that any opportunity we have to shut down a Republican convention, we will. We will make sure that our voices are made loud and clear.
Yeah. So, now, who funds this organization? Well, guess what? The Democrat funder George Soros funds this organization. Okay, and also Jay-Z and Beyonce, fund this. Okay, and it's just ludicrous. Okay, it's just ridiculous. All right, now all lives matter. Okay, now such as my thing against abortion. Okay, all lives matter. Okay, so we need to ban abortion and allow these infants to live, and I believe all lives matter. I am pro-life. Okay, it doesn't matter what color you are, and they don't understand. Okay, they don't understand that white people are being killed 30 to 70 times more than black people are. Okay, and also in every area that blacks have been killed, all right, they're in a state or a town that is run by Democrats, and some of them are black Democrats, like Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, yeah, the mayor is black. Okay, and the mayor is a Democrat. Okay, Ferguson, that's run by Democrats. All right. In every town, Chicago that has had racial riots, Chicago, Ferguson, Baltimore, New York, all Democrat run. Hello, the Democrats are the cause of this problem. All right, they're not fixing the problem. All right, and the prosecutor in the Maryland case with Freddie Gray, the prosecutor is black. All right, but that is all the time we have left for the show.
I want to say one more thing.
No, sorry, that's all the time that we have left for the show, my friend. Okay, that is the last words for the night. Okay, we thank you for watching Political Points magazine, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMetro2 and catch us on YouTube. Okay. Next week we will cover the Republican debate. All right, but catch us on YouTube. All right. Thank you for watching Political Points, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history.